Hey everybody, we're back for another episode of I Gotta Be Honest With You. I'm Tom.
D-Man.
And filling in for Dunnzilla is...
HDB.
HDB is in the house. The Jimmy Garoppolo of our group. That's a pretty good compliment, I would say.
There you go, buddy. Welcome back, brother.
Welcome back. And today we want to thank all the viewers who voted on our storyline poll. We are going to do majority of those, probably all of those stories. Even Krull, because all those stories were just bitching. And we're going to start off with Planet Hulk. But before we get underway, let's talk about...
Yeah, so anyway, I just want to say thank you to all you people watching. Just to look, hey, we're back. We've got our set back. And you know why? Because Mother Nature can't stop us.
And John Bastian deserves a lot of credit for that one.
Thank you very much, Don. We appreciate it.
For getting Wonderland back up to par.
There you go.
So thanks, DB.
Yeah, it looks great now.
Yeah, it does. It looks like
I
you
love
used
the
to.
wooden cases and all that.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
The wooden cases are
I love how
awesome.
you took care of the Planet Hulk back issues, which you can get at Wonderland, which is going to segue to our episode. Planet Hulk was a storyline written by Greg Pak and Aaron, how do you say it? Take it. Lapresti.
I don't know.
Wow.
He's a good artist.
Yeah, he is.
I can butcher that.
Yeah, you could. You could
Well,
butcher that
nothing
everywhere.
anymore that we haven't.
It was a storyline conceived by Joe Quesada in 2006 as a way to get Hulk off the planet Earth
Yep.
during the Marvel Civil War.
Yes.
That was what it was.
Right, yeah.
Take it. What do you remember?
The
from it?
Illuminati making the decision unanimously, except for like we were saying earlier, I think one of them wasn't there to vote or
Do you remember
didn't vote.
I don't remember that.
I just know that they unanimously made the decision to be like, let's send him off planet somewhere to where he can be safe.
It was a peaceful
You know,
planet they were going to
no
banish
one was
the
ever
Hulk
going to
to.
bother him and this and that. And then
then he
they
went
did
through
the
the
whole
wormhole.
fake shield operation to where he went out into space, fought this AI satellite, I remember. And we saw some really cool things, like when he was out in space, I was able to
With his gold pants.
breathe,
Yeah,
breathe
yeah.
in space. His blood made oxygen to keep him.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that was really cool. But then once returning to his ship after the mission was, all over, I remember the panel coming on and the Illuminati's just being like, "All right, Bruce, this is what we're doing. We're sending you to this planet. It's uninhabited by anybody else but animals, and you're gonna live peacefully like you've always wanted to." And he loses his shit and ship and starts punching it. And he gets sucked into the wormhole to the planet Shakar.
That's
And
correct.
then from there, it's like, I think one of the coolest scenes, just real quick, I don't let Daryl go, but one of the coolest scenes when he first comes out of the ship and he's, in front of the Royal Guard, and this is the Hulk. He's been shot by millions of things, and it's never ever heard of him in the Marvel Universe,
Yeah.
And he's like right there, and they're like, stand still, and he's like, no, I'm the Hulk, and he shoots him and blows a hole in him, and he doesn't wake up for like 4 days.
I know.
It's like one of the first times seeing the Hulk to be actually like off a planet where he's like hurt really bad.
Yeah.
So that was really awesome.
The Illuminati was the group that consisted of Black Bolt, Doctor Strange, Namor,
Yes.
Professor X.
Professor X,
Professor X.
Reed Richards, and Iron Man.
Yep.
Yep.
And they're the ones that made the decision to send Hulk to a peaceful planet, but as DB said, it went to Scar. And he was captured by the Red King.
Yep.
What's your recollection of that storyline?
My recollection was I thought it was something we'd never seen before. I mean, like he says, he was in outer space.
Well,
and then
Hulk
he
was
on a plane.
banished at one point.
Well, he was,
That's
yeah.
correct.
But I'm saying this went past that by,
This went way Bed
Oh,
Bath
yeah.
and Beyond.
yeah. Anyway,
Definitely.
Definitely.
Bed Bath
that was
and
good.
Beyond.
Bed Bath and
Yeah,
Beyond.
I
That
agree
was
on
good.
that one.
You get perks for that one.
That-
Anyway, no, and the storyline was really good. I mean, it was when it was out, everybody wanted to read it because it was such a great story.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, and then even when Planet Hulk, when I got done with Planet Hulk, and he became champion and all that stuff that happened. And then when he came back
Spoiler.
to spoiler, sorry. Well, yeah,
Wow.
sorry. Oh, God, my bad. Go ahead, I'll jump in again later.
Well, Hulk was then captured and then forced to fight in the gladiatorial battles in issues 92 and 93. And then it was 94, the big one.
Yeah.
Where they, you had to fight so many fights and win them to
Right.
gain your freedom from
Right.
the Red King.
Yep.
And at the last page of 93, I think it's 93, where you realize, don't have it.
No, I don't have it.
Sorry.
All right.
The big champion of the gladiatorial battles was none other than the Silver Savage, who was really the Silver Surfer captured.
Yes.
That was
Yep.
awesome. That was
That
such
was-
a great little twist.
That was a great
With
twist.
the power dampener on him.
That's right.
Yep.
So he couldn't access the cosmic power.
He
No.
could, but he could use a surfboard.
Yeah.
Right, which was weird. I'm like, he couldn't like shoot an energy blast at him, but yeah,
He could. Well, Surfer can still go toe to toe.
Oh yeah,
and he and Hulk-
physically, pound the shit out of each other.
He and Hulk had that was an epic
Oh yeah.
battle.
Can I just segue to one quick question about the Silver Surfer?
Sure.
Okay, I'm good. I'm gonna say another minute of it. Do either one of you guys think it might be kind of stupid because we all know Silver Surfer was stuck on Earth, right?
Yeah.
And all he had to do to get off Earth was to just go off without his surfboard and he was good to go.
Galactus exiled him to Earth.
But the only thing, but they did in a Fantastic Four issue that all he do is just go out without the surfboard and he was good to go. Is that the dumbest thing you've ever heard?
Not really.
Yeah, I just thought it was stupid.
Going him without the surfboard.
Well, because it's so surfing.
I know. He's
yeah.
just out there body surfing at that point.
I know, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, back to the Planet Hulk. I just thought it was stupid. That's all.
So Hulk and Surfer have this epic battle, and Hulk defeats him.
Yeah.
He takes the power amulet and crushes it, and they end up getting their freedom.
Yes.
And Surfer decides to leave Scar.
Yep.
But he offers the Hulk and Warbound because in the early issues, Hulk forms an alliance with. I'm going to try to say all their names.
Okay, good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck. Korg.
Yep.
No Name, which was a member of the Brood. Hiroim.
Yep.
Eloy.
Yep.
Meek, who was awesome. And Saira. Kyra,
or something like that, yeah.
She and Hulk, she was the Red King's #1.
Yeah, like liaison. She was always there, Royal Guard.
She was keeping an eye on the Hulk when he was in prison. And
Didn't they end up hooking up?
yes, they're
Again, spoiler, jumping right towards the end.
Second spoiler.
Second spoiler.
I'll stop.
Jesus. They end up hooking up.
Well, it's cool because Meek is like a tiny bug, and
Meek's this tiny little bug who was like the comedic relief.
Yep.
Yeah, then he goes into his evolutionary stage.
Oh my
turns
God.
out to be this huge, like,
It's just a
massive bug.
It's just a badass.
It's just kind of cool because it's one of the first times to where the Hulk and Bruce Banner are having a conversation within his conscious.
That's correct.
And the Hulk says, you can't turn back to Banner. If you do, you're just going to be instantly killed. And Banner's like, well, you can't control me. And at the end of the whole argument within his head, he transforms into Banner briefly, and you see a human sitting there, and Meek looks over half awake like, and then he looks again, and it's the Hulk, and he's like, oh, and from that point on, they had made the decision that he was right. He has to stay the Hulk. And this is like...
But although Kyra does see him as Banner.
Right.
She wants to see his
Yeah, she wants to see his true form,
yeah.
And then the whole
She still loved
backstory
him,
of
too.
the, what were they called there? The Skrits or something like that? The Red King had released those on the people of the planet prior to Hulk getting in. That's how he took over the planet.
Yeah, that's right.
releasing
Hulk was leading the
those,
rebellion.
Yeah, he was.
And then,
After they defeated the Silver Surfer.
Right.
Surfer leaves the planet and offers Hulk and the Warbound a chance to go back to Earth. And they decline to help save the planet.
Yep.
As HD just said, the Red King released these, like, what are they, Celestials or some...
I forget what they're called. I just know that he had let him off on the planet prior. That's how he took over.
That's how he took over, but this is actually how Hulk got his...
Well, then the Hulk at that point there, instead of, like, when the Hulk went to fight them, he had came to a decision to where it was like, I can stay as the Hulk and they can feed on me. They no longer have to go to the planet and feed on everybody else. And these aliens were like, we're cool with that.
Yeah.
So there was one point where they show him sitting on the throne, and he's infested with them, and they're just feeding off of him, and he has no problem because he's the king. He's like, that's what the king does for his
people,
his kingdom and
that's
stuff.
Right.
You know, then him and her, like Daryl said, you know,
It's D-Man, by the way.
D-Man knocking boots and stuff like that.
Glad I'm not in witness protection. I'd be
Yeah,
dead
you'd
by
be dead.
now.
You'd be dead now. D-Man would be dead. You know.
So that, Hulk found love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Hulk. Not
Hulk.
Banner.
He had
That's
found
the other
love.
thing. It
He
was
had
the
found love
Hulk.
before that when he went to the miniature place with that girl. That you remember?
Yes, I was just gonna say that was like another off-world one that was a little more.
Earthbound.
Yeah. This was like very serious. Like
Yeah,
it was
it was.
a really hardcore, serious take, you know. And then you know you go from the whole like he said the war bond, and then the betrayal from the war bond with Meek and stuff like that, where he actually activates the core.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's pissed off. He just doesn't like the way things are being done. So he's just like.
But forgetting to mention one very important thing: when they hooked up, she became pregnant.
Yes, she did.
Well, they don't say that. That was the crazy thing in this book, is that this series came out, and in the beginning, I remember people are like, the Incredible Hulk's really cool, but then the momentum had built up so much.
It got huge.
Yeah, it was just really got big.
What was cool about this story too was, like I said, it was an alternative to Civil War.
Yeah, it was an
because
alternative
Civil War just took over the Marvel universe.
Yes, it did.
Every book had a Civil War tie-in, except the Incredible Hulk.
except
You know,
Incredible Hulk.
and the funny thing about this is, I think this got bigger than they actually thought it was going to get.
Oh,
I
no,
think
this superseded anything in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think.
I don't think it was originally supposed to be 14 issues.
I don't either.
I think it was supposed to end at 100. It's supposed to be like 8 issues.
Again, it's spiraled out of control.
Oh my god! Greg Pak's writing on Hulk was just off the hook.
Right. I mean, and before him, the only person who had a good run on Hulk was Peter David.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Peter David.
Peter David.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple of stragglers here and there, that were cool. When McFarlane introduced Grey Hulk and stuff.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, are we to the point now where we can say he finally saved the world?
He saved the planet,
and then he went.
Well, no, the ship got destroyed.
Yep.
Like you said.
And then what happened was with the ship exploding, ended up killing his love there.
Yep.
And majority of the planet.
Yeah, and at that point there, and destroying majority of the planet. At that point there, he was just so angry.
Pissed.
The Hulk was pissed.
Yep.
I just remember him, the Old Strong had brought that stone ship.
Yep.
And in the end of the book, they're like, "Where's our king?" And he's like, "He's out on front of the ship." And they're in the middle of space, and he is just screaming. You can't hear him, obviously. But he's holding like,
sword.
They're
going to Earth.
Yeah, it was so
Which led
awesome.
to World War Hulk, which we will get to in a later point.
Which was
it was all right.
It was.
And the introduction of so many characters that have become now.
And Scar, which was their son.
Right.
Right.
But the thing is, Hulk has been portrayed in the films, but we're never going to see a Planet Hulk movie.
Closest we're going to get is Ragnarok.
Closest we're going to get is Ragnarok because Universal still owns the distribution rights to.
Well,
Hulk
why do you think people like this storyline so much?
Because it was
Hulk
just
is Russell Crowe.
Yeah, in all honesty, it was like watching Gladiator.
That's it. That's in a nutshell.
Well, in a nutshell, it was something completely different no one had ever seen before.
No.
A lot of people like different. If you get something that's so off the map, people will just...
It captured lightning in a bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Well, don't get me wrong, the Hulk's been smart before as Mr. Fix-It and a few other times as a great
Right,
Hulk.
right.
But this was the first time being in a scenario to where he was like making
fish out of water?
Yeah,
Fish
out of water.
Yeah.
But he's making huge decisions,
Not just for himself, but for people.
For everybody else.
And the Hulk's
yeah.
thing was he always wants to be left alone.
Right.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Planet Hulk animated film?
See that, and when I did that, I knew it was going to be a little iffy because they had to change things around because again,
Beta Ray Bill.
property rights, being owned by Fox.
Still cool, Beta Ray.
It was good, and I enjoyed Beta Ray Bill. I think he's just a great character.
Oh, Beta Ray is awesome.
I think like I said a few minutes ago, I think the closest we're going to get to Planet Hulk is going to be Ragnarok.
That's going to be the only way we're going to get.
The only way we're going to see.
So they're going to skirt around it that way.
Oh no,
and
Disney,
I can't wait for it.
Disney's smart, man. They were just like, we can't use him by himself, but we can throw him in a movie as a side character. So
did you just say DC?
Disney.
Oh, Disney. I thought you said DC. My bad. Sorry.
Jeez,
Okay.
Louise,
but that is so that
I can't hear really well back here. I'm not used to sitting
Ragnarok.
Right.
Ragnarok will show Thor on a distant planet, which is Scar.
Which is Scar.
Which is Scar, and it's basically Planet Hulk, but with Thor
instead of Silver Surfer.
Yeah,
exactly.
And
Hulk
instead of the
is
Red King, we're gonna have the
Grandmaster.
The Grandmaster,
which is it's just a pimp idea. I give the writer and the director.
But it kills me from this one series that was possibly not going to be really what they thought it was going to be. It has spawned out the animated movie.
Yeah.
Now Ragnarok.
Now Ragnarok, the movie in the theaters, and action figures like
That's
crazy
right.
back in the day. Because
Oh,
there's like a Marvel Legend we can get of Gladiator Hulk. And there's two of them. There's the variant with the silver arm, and then there's just a regular one.
Actually, with Ragnarok coming out, there's more coming out.
Yes, with Ragnarok coming out right now, you're going to be able to acquire the Marvel Legends set, which is all the Thor characters, but they're each going to have a build-a-piece to build a Ragnarok Scar Hulk.
Right.
So he'll be in his
and they're also going to have
Yes.
and they also
awesome.
have Thor built as Thor is with the short hair too.
Right. Yeah. The
Yeah.
action figures is Thor with the short hair and
I love that picture of that.
Hell and a few of the others. But when you buy all the when you buy every single action figure, it'll make the Gladiator Hulk.
But you'll never make the Gladiator Hulk because who's going to take them all out of the box?
A lot of people do.
Really? Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, because I can understand that. Yeah.
We are looking forward to Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah, that one's going to be really cool.
So why don't you share that little
which tidbit?
the tidbit you just showed before we did started doing the show about what they think the back of the thing is.
If you look closely in the Ragnarok trailer, at the very first second, you see a tower. And if you look at that tower closely, we'll post the picture on our Facebook too. You actually see, it looks like previous champions.
Yes,
Yeah,
previous
previous
champions. I'm under the assumption.
That's what I am too.
Bi-Beast, Man-Thing, Ares, and at the top, Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill, yeah.
Now that's just cool.
Yeah.
And if you
Great
look,
Easter eggs.
and now the other thing is they're thinking that the thing that they're on might be Galactus's helmet.
That's a rumor, but
That's
then
a
again,
rumor.
Galactus is owned by 20.
Or a celestial helmet.
Yeah.
Again, within Guardians, we saw them living inside of a celestial head, which is
True.
one of
And
Galactus's...
Deadpool had the helicarrier.
Right. So
So I mean, it's anything's possible. I mean, if you can do slight things like that and get away with it, all the more power to you.
We're going to do a
I agree
live
with
thing
you,
from
yeah.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're definitely doing a live thing
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
Oh yeah,
I'll
we're all
definitely
going.
go with that.
Well, we're going.
That one I think is going to be their big blockbuster for the year.
It's gonna.
Oh, Guardians 2 is pretty big.
Guardians
No,
2 made a lot of
Guardians
money.
2 was really good. Spider-Man was.
Spider-Man's doing okay.
Spider-Man was wicked awesome. I had a blast at that one.
Oh,
It was a cool take on it.
It didn't make as
But
much
this
money.
Thor though is gonna like.
Which is pretty cool because you know
Damn.
what? Because the last 2 Thors really haven't done really good.
No.
But if this one sails, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome. They stand
Awesome.
on
No,
a,
I
on a-
would definitely agree.
But
because
one
it-
thing. Go ahead.
Oh, I was
Go,
saying
go.
because if you look at Captain America real quick, the first one did okay. The second one did unbelievable. And the
I
third
know.
one, third one
Off
did
the
eh.
hook.
Yeah, off the hook.
Well, the
third one
second
did
one
okay.
was kind of like an Avengers movie. So.
But it's not the first time Hulk and Thor have ever teamed up on film, and we'll talk about
True,
that
yes.
story
At
on a
another
later date
time.
with the Incredible Hulk.
And on that note,
returns. Thank you very much.
be
everyone.
seeing you.
Oh.